going to learn adjectives. Okay, a lot of you guys use adjectives quite often if you want to describe people, things in general, or give information about the subjects that you are referring to or mentioning. So please look at the board. Here we have 3 examples in which I use adjectives to describe the subject. Alright? Now the first sentence, John, my next door neighbor, is a generous man. So we have an adjective, generous here, right, to give more information about this man. I mean, John, my next door neighbor. The next one, I have a little dark brown puppy. Okay, so I use 2 adjectives to describe my puppy, my little dog. Little, alright, and dark brown. So dark brown here is the color of this little dog. And the next one, Jean bought a new pair of shoes. Okay, so new here is an adjective to describe this pair of shoes. Okay, it's new, not old. Alright, so you can see adjectives are normally placed before nouns. Okay, so you can see generous is placed before the word man. Little dark brown puppy is positioned before the word puppy. And the word new is placed before pair of shoes. Okay, so you see the general rule of adjectives, okay, in the sentence. Another important thing you should keep in mind is that adjectives can stand after several important or certain words. Okay, please have a look at the screen, you will see. We have some commonly used verbs. Appear, become, feel, get, grow, look, seem, smell, sound, taste, and turn. Okay, so I'm going to give you some examples to see how these words are used. Okay. Number 1, he generally appears unfriendly to people he first meets. So we have adjective, unfriendly, that is positioned after the verb appear. Okay, so appear friendly to people he first meets. The second example, you looked gorgeous in that red gown. Okay, so we have the adjective gorgeous means very or extremely beautiful. Okay, that is placed after the word look. Okay, to describe a person's appearance. Okay. The next example is my mother usually gets anxious if we stay out late. Okay, so we have adjective anxious to describe somebody who is quite nervous. Okay, and we place the adjective anxious after the main verb get to describe emotion or feeling. Example number 4. The dancing performance was amazing. Okay, so this is quite common because when we use adjective, we have to think of the verb to be, linking verb, okay? Was amazing. The next one, your skin feels really smooth. Okay, so we have adjective, smooth here to describe the skin, okay? So the skin here feels really smooth. Okay, when you touch your skin, you feel that, oh, it's smooth. All right. The next one, my mother grew angry when I talked about him. Okay, so we have the adjective angry to describe a person's emotion, right? And the adjective angry appears after, okay, or stands after the word grew. The next one, life in the city is becoming more and more difficult. So you see the verb become, right? And after that, we use adjective, difficult, to show something that is changing. All right? And the next one. My father is going bald. That means my father is losing his hair when he gets older. So we have adjective bald that is positioned after the word gold. Okay. And the next one. The leaves are turning yellow. For example, in the autumn, you can see all the leaves are turning yellow or red. Okay, so we place the adjective yellow after the main verb turn. And the very last one, we have the word taste. Let's see how it is used. The dish tastes awful. You can say the dish tastes horrible. That means it's very bad and unpleasant. You don't want to eat. Okay, so I put the adjective awful, okay, after the main verb taste. Very good. Okay, so the next thing you need to remember is that adjectives can be used as nouns to refer to a specific group of people or to refer to members of a social group. Okay, let's have a look at these examples. This organization provides food and shelter for the poor and the disabled. So here you can see I have two words, poor and disabled. So these are adjectives, but if you want to use these adjectives as nouns, you're going to put the article the before these adjectives. So we have the poor and the disabled. Instead of saying poor people or disabled people, you can say the poor or the disabled. Okay? And the next example we have. The Japanese are always polite and punctual. If you want to mention nationalities, so we see instead of saying Japanese people, you can say the Japanese, okay, are always polite and punctual to refer to Japanese people in general. Alright, so you see the main formula in this situation. You just simply use the article the, and after that you put adjective, so that can become nouns. Okay, that's great. And the very last thing I just want to remind you when it comes to using adjectives to talk about a person or a thing is that when you use adjectives, you have to differentiate between ed form and ing form, because a lot of you guys get confused. Okay, you don't know when you should use adjective with ed ending or when you should use adjectives with ing ending. So let me show you how they are different. Okay? Alright, so remember, adjectives that end ed normally are used to describe emotions or feelings. In other words, they are used to describe how we feel about something. Okay, when you see, you hear something, how do you feel? Okay. Whereas the adjectives that end with ing, okay, are normally used to describe things that cause the emotion that I've just mentioned, or to describe something or somebody with a particular feature or characteristic. Okay, so let me show you two examples to see how we use ed, okay, adjectives with ed and adjectives with ing. Okay, let's have a look at these examples. Example number 1. The scenery is amazing. We are amazed at the scenery. So you will see there are two adjectives here. The first one is amazing. So amazing here is an adjective that is used to describe the feature of the scenery. That means it's very, very beautiful. Okay? So we use ing form when you want to describe, alright, the status, the feature, or talk about characteristic of a thing or a person. And the next one, we are amazed at the scenery. So when you see the beautiful scenery. How do you feel? Okay, we feel like very pleased with the scenery. Okay, or we feel stunned. Okay, at the scenery. That means we are very happy to see it. So you can say we are amazed at the scenery. So amazed here is an adjective that is used to describe our emotion or feeling when you see the beautiful scenery. Alright, likewise, in the second example, you can see how these adjectives are used. The children are really annoying. I'm very annoyed at them about the untidiness. Okay, so you see there are two adjectives, annoying and annoyed. Okay, the first one, annoying, is used to describe the children. Okay, and then the second one, to be annoyed, to describe how I feel toward children who are very annoying. Alright, very good.